Earth 2020. Society is in ruins, and a virus runs rampant among the world's humble citizens. They are lost. In these dark times, three wayward nerds cross paths at the House of India and realize they are destined to be friends. And so they did. This is their story. The story of the Side Quest.
Welcome back to the Side Quest Podcast. My name's Matt.
I'm BJ.
I'm Luke.
And, you know, if you're thinking about what should I get in this next generation of consoles?
Not a fucking Xbox, that's for damn sure.
Don't
Get yourself a PC.
Well, I was
Oh.
talking about with the news that the PlayStation 6 is being developed. And,
I've been talking about that all year.
To be fair, yeah, they've been talking about it like 2 years ago.
but now with Xbox being able to on your new Xbox play Steam games, Epic Store and stuff like that.
Because Xbox is shutting down.
Just get an Xbox/PC.
Honestly,
No, go
just get a PC.
go actual red pill and get a Switch and a PC,
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
you'll have everything. Because Xbox is slowly dying from the inside out.
They're growing. We're saying everything different about what we did when Xbox is back, baby.
Yeah, we did all that, and then they were like, "Let's fire a fuckload of people."
That's true.
I think it was, so out of all of Microsoft, it was like almost 20,000. 9 of that was all Xbox. Which, holy shit, dude. They canceled Perfect Dark, which we all fucking thought was rad.
Yeah.
Turn 10, so no more Forza Motorsport, just Forza Horizon forever. So no Sim Racer for Microsoft, which I'm cool with. I'm
fine.
personally okay
So
with.
is
But
everybody else. And people
but-
don't do sim racing with motorsport.
yeah, so I'm cool with that. They have Gran Turismo and other PC games, so they'll be fine. But still sucks for the studio and the people.
Gran Turismo brings back Toyotas, then I'll be happy.
Did they take out Toyotas
They haven't had Toyota since like 2014.
just through like licensing?
I guess so, but like Toyota seems like it'd be the easiest license to get of all time.
Maybe.
But yeah, literally the only thing on the horizon that I'm like interested in is the RGI X
100%.
Xbox edition. But like,
I'm looking forward to Grounded 2,
yeah,
which comes out in a matter of days.
Yeah.
I have it pre-installed on my Xbox with the Game Pass thing, so it's there.
Fuck yeah.
Ready. I'm good. I'm excited for hopefully Fable to get canceled, but I'm excited for Clockwork Revolution. That looks cool.
That does
And
look
then,
good.
Yeah, Fable if it ever comes out.
I don't think Clockwork will get canceled.
Not Clockwork, but Fable. Clockwork got shown off. Fable had teaser trailers and then nothing.
That's true.
And has been delayed for a year.
Yeah, and then it got re-revealed.
Where did we see the teaser for Perfect Dark?
That was
Game Awards?
It was at an Xbox event.
It
I
might have been
think
the
during
Xbox
a
Summer
Summer Game
Showcase.
Fest.
It wasn't Summer Game Fest.
look it
It
up.
would have been last year's Summer Game Fest then.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Because it was an older event.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Game Awards. Because it would have been, that's like kind of the only big thing that...
Xbox Game Showcase 2024. So a year.
Okay, so that
was the gameplay reveal. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we've seen it. We saw it at the Game Awards years ago where they were like, "Oh, it's Perfect Dark, Joanna Dark," and they're like, "We're making it," and that was like 7 years ago. Like I hate that it got canceled, but there's part of me that goes, because did you see the other article that was like, well, most of the trailer was actually like fucking fake as hell, and like they were like, it's basically like an Anthem situation.
Man, this AI is getting out of control. They're making AI trailers for games.
Yep.
No, but I wish I wanted to see that because Perfect Dark has had one good game, then it had a 360 game that was like okay, and then it was been dead since. And I was like, man, this would actually be cool to like, you know, have, because we're not getting another GoldenEye in the same vein, and then Banjo-Kazooie's dead. So that was like the only way for a Rare project to
Banjo-Kazooie didn't need to be dead though. That's the biggest problem I have.
Instead, they made nuts and bolts and thought that's what people wanted, and then nobody did.
Yeah. there's lines in that game that just really piss me off in retrospect.
Because they're like, who wants to sit there collecting everything? People, and then the first level is you running in a straight line.
Yeah, in a straight line
Yeah.
to get
You want
jiggies.
to hear a story about me being a bad texter?
Yeah.
Okay, so the day after the party, 4th of July happened. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That morning, I get texts from multiple people like, "Hey, awesome party! Like, had a great time." Blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. One of those people was Lee, and he said like a really really sweet message, and then said, "Thanks for being the host with the most." And then I went about my day, and then because my friend was here, Jacqueline, I didn't get on Discord at all until last night. And I'm in Discord, and then Adam hops in, and I'm like, Adam, it was really nice, like, seeing you and your girlfriend. And then Lee goes, "What? Well, I guess but if Adam." And he goes, "You never texted me. I texted you the next morning. But when Adam shows up in Discord, oh, it was so good to see you." And I was like, oh my gosh. So that's why Lee.
It's not just us.
So that's why when Lee in the group says, "I'll do it, but
not
not
with
with
Matt."
Matt.
I'm glad we now have
Oh my
a third
gosh,
person
that
who's
was
like,
so
oh, what if
funny.
Adam says it?
Well, Adam's leaving us, and I would be really sad because he's going to move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But he looks so happy with his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite guest at the party was Ben, Hunter's son,
Oh, yeah.
who is 10 years old and just loved looking at my cool Nintendo stuff.
It was so funny because he kept on wanting to see something, and then Hunter was like, "Don't touch his amiibo." And I was like, I mean, it's not my amiibos, but like I touch his amiibos all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
I was like, dude, it's fine. He's chilling.
"Don't touch his amiibos." And at one point of the party, I just hear Hunter go like, close the door. They're not paying to condition the outside." And I went, "Yeah." And then I looked over, and he was talking to Ben, and I was like, "I'm such an asshole."
Matt was ready to rip into someone else with
Yeah.
Hunter, and then he realizes, oh shit, it's a 10-year-old boy. I
Yeah.
probably can't.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
That was actually a really fun like party.
Nick
just in
showing
general.
up at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that was.
And sleeping over. I told people, and they're like, I don't believe that happened. That's so not Nick. But it was fun.
Yeah, I might have been just delirious with sleep, but I swear to God, he like walked past me and he just goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna head outside and enjoy the sun for a bit." And then I didn't see him ever come back inside. And I'm like, I think he enjoyed the sun on his way home.
Yeah.
I was like,
remember
okay.
I was standing outside and I was drinking heavily and I was just talking to Lee. And then he looked down at his phone. And he was like, "Oh, Nick's calling me." I said, "Give me phone." I picked it up and I was like, "Nick?" And he was like, "What's up, Lee?" And I was like, "This is BJ."
No, this is Patrick.
I was like, "Nick, come here."
We need you.
He was like, "I'm on the way. I just need you to send me the address." I was like, "Okay, bye."
We found a new. I mean, it's no replacing Marcy Joe's, because also Marcy Joe's was like 6 minutes away.
Yeah.
But I found a really good brunch place. You know where like the old Spring Hill High School, that there's the vape store that's in it.
Yeah.
It's like down that street. Oh, and I told you right next to Chicago Express in the tattoo shop. It's this little brunch place, and the burrito I had was phenomenal. So I'm probably gonna pick up stuff. I'm also Carmen's out working this weekend. So I'm thinking
Ooh.
of
Get Lee over here. I've
Yeah.
been thinking about texting you guys because I wanted to go get sushi on Saturday.
Hey, Saturday? I think I'm off Saturday.
so
So
that
that
works.
might be the move.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna. That's kind of like the thing. When Carmen works the weekend, I'll just get Lee over here
Yeah,
and
get
we'll
the
do a
boys
boys
over.
weekend. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
What have you been playing? You said Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I've been playing some Breath of the Wild. I've been running through Hyrule Warriors again because I never finished the Switch version. I never did all the Wind Waker stuff they added. So I'm trying to do that as well. Still some Mario Kart here and there. Redoing Sonic Generations because that came out on Switch and it plays really well on there. So I love just that.
So, I mean, it's just you guys are different gamers than me, but it's cool that you're getting so much use out of the Switch. When I'd be like, there's like one new game.
I mean, right now we're a couple days away from Donkey Kong, and when that shit comes out, you're not gonna hear me shut up about it for like a month and a half.
Yeah, Donkey Kong's like I've finally like moved on from the Switch. Where like I've got all that I want out of it. Played games. I've gone back to Dead Cells multiple times, but like I've been like, all right, now I'm waiting for DK.
Yeah.
And once DK hits, then it seems that there's like a progressive like good stream of games. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go to Donkey Kong, Daemon X Machina. Then we got Pokemon, possibly.
Can't wait to see what Daemon X Machina looks like.
I think it's coming out on PC too, so you might be able to just play the better version. I think.
Yeah,
I know it's
simultaneously.
I know it's coming out on PS5.
Yeah.
Day and date, but I think PC as well. But I have the premium edition of that one pre-ordered, which
too.
comes with like the little like bag tags like what I have in my
Like
backpack.
those racing tags we got,
Yeah.
basically.
So they have 3 of those, all like different like weird like mech futuristic designs, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna replace the anime girl that I have on my Switch case with that.
There you go.
and then probably put that on my backpack.
They really also should have done for collector's edition like a
Joy-Cons or like a case or something, or
like a statue.
I think there is a statue.
There's a figure in there.
Yeah, there's something in there, and I think it's of the like the cover mech,
Okay.
because they're not really mechs anymore for this game. They've gone from like big mechs to basically exosuit mechs. They're still like bigger like robotic things, but they're a lot more
They're
like
tinier.
I don't have to pilot it. Yeah, because I guess it's like hundreds of years in the future from the first game where the tech has evolved.
Damn.
Where now they're faster, stronger, all that other stuff, but they're like smaller and whatnot. Some of them are small at least. The main one is like you get in it and it's like built on top of you instead of I have to get in the cockpit and pilot it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I ruined the game for Matt. Oops.
I just like the idea of Big Mac pilot.
I think I want to go back and play
Instead
Daemon
of just
X1.
being like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back and play Daemon X1, but it's been so long since I played it that I'm like, I don't remember shit about it. Except like the story was just like kind of like, how human are you?
Yeah.
Like, do you add, metal to your, which I did, of course. It looked cooler. But yeah.
I just wish those had done more.
Yeah.
Because like once you're out of the mech, it's over.
What studio?
I don't know, actually.
It's Marvelous, but I don't know which specific team.
Okay.
Yeah, they do Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons?
They do Story of Seasons, which is the real Harvest Moon.
Because I tried out.
It's
It flip flopped at one point.
yeah.
Now Harvest Moon sucks, and the Harvest Moon team is making Story of Seasons.
Yes.
I played the newest. No, that's Rune Factory.
Well, because
disregard what the fuck I just said.
Didn't how it happened was like when it was first released, there was the Japanese name and then the English name was Harvest Moon.
Well, that might be a part of it, but there's still Harvest Moon games coming out that have nothing to do with those Harvest Moon games.
Because in my mind it was kind of a similar story from what I've heard of, like how Yakuza was, where it's in Japanese
It's like a dragon.
It's like a dragon, but then they were all Yakuzas. But with Harvest Moon, it was just like
Something.
it was Harvest Moon's Story of Seasons, and then it just was always Harvest Moon, but the translation for it was Harvest Moon, and then they switched to Story of Seasons, and then they went back to Harvest Moon.
It's crazy that Resident Evil did that, and then they were like, nah, fuck that. Resident Evil's way too cool of a name to abandon.
And then because they called it Resident Evil Biohazard, and
then in Japan it was Biohazard Resident Evil, which it makes more sense as a title.
Yeah.
Because the residents in that one were the evil guys.
Yes.
And they were a biohazard.
Mm-hmm.
All true.
All true. Dude, I'm so fucking hyped for Requiem. They're being very like upfront of like they're literally looking at the camera going, no, Leon would not be a good fit for this game because he's too much of an action hero. So and that's all they've said. It's like, oh, is he gonna be in the game? Leon's just too capable for horror.
He's gonna be.
That doesn't answer my question. Is he in the game or not?
He's gonna be the Chris Redfield of Village.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, 100%.
You're gonna play as
He just shows up at the end and And at the end, he's like, "Oh, we're here to clean up the mess."
Yeah.
And you're like, "I just did all the work, Leon."
I think he's gonna be like the
He just backflips all the way to the final boss.
I think he's just gonna be like a John Wick where they just pull him back. Where he's like, I don't want to go back, but he's like, I have to.
That's what always happens with Leon.
Well, what was that? Which movie was it where he's
Does
just
it-
drinking like a motherfucker in like a bar, and it's like Rebecca and Chris are like, you gotta help us, and he's like, fuck off.
Isn't his whole
I don't
thing?
know which one that was.
But you say like he never wants to, and then he does. But we all know that he loves that.
Yeah, he puts on his little fucking crop top and
He
his high-waisted
goes home
thong.
and just like he goes home and when he has days off, he just like sits on his balcony smoking cigs, thinking about killing zombies.
Yeah, with his wolf that he adopted in Resident Evil 4.
He just like stares at his cell phone on the table.
He's just
And
waiting
then-
for the
yeah,
president
yeah.
to text him.
And then he gets a notification, he runs over and like, "Hey, are you busy?" Yeah, I was totally busy, but what's up?
But duty calls.
I'm on the we're on the phone. Just tell me what it is. Like I could stop it for a second. He's just doing nothing. He's in his underwear with like he has like a thing.
He has
in
the
a
RPD mug.
I was gonna say he has like a smoothie in the blender, but it's still in the blender.
He's right from the tap. Just
Yeah, Yeah, I'm super busy, but
He like pulled his headset off one ear.
he's just waiting. He always like, I can't do it again. He only wants to do it again.
You lean over. It's like the race car drivers, like NASCAR drivers or F1 who play F1 games. You look over and he's playing like zombie games on his computer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I was busy.
He's playing
just kinda,
like Daisy.
Yeah. He's sitting there just like, no, he's playing.
And then he does
One
his line.
monitor has like Ada's Facebook that he keeps scrolling through. Hasn't talked to her in 15 years.
He's playing Daisy, going like, "This is how it would really happen."
Countdown till wait, Sophie, yeah, the president's daughter.
Oh, Ashley.
Until Ashley's old enough.
Cut down to Ashley's 18th birthday.
Oh, that's fucked.
He's just hovering his finger over the send key.
Yeah, that's what Leon's doing. And then and
We should film that.
and then
as a
his
sketch.
whole line is he's like, yeah, I can't, like I don't want to go back in there. No, I can't go back.
Leon, please. Okay, you got me.
He's already like pulling on his boots.
Yeah. He's got the headphones. He's like, I can't do it. No, I can't make me go back there. I hate it there.
He's like building Matilda again.
Cleaning his guns, going.
He's literally out the
He's,
door,
like,
fully
looking
ready.
for his belt. Son of a bitch.
He's like out the door, like running to his car. I don't know if I can.
He's hopping, trying to get a boot on, like out the door.
Phone like right here. Like I don't know if I can.
I know, I can't do it. I'm in. That's Leon.
No,
Every time.
The only time he doesn't want to do it is when Chris Redfield is involved. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, I can't talk to that guy again.
Yeah. Actually, really though, for real.
For real, I cannot.
Everybody's going on missions and Leon's sitting in the Discord like, where's everybody going, bingo?
That bingo bit is so stupid, but I fucking love it because it's Leon thought that was the coolest shit to say. That
Yeah.
if anybody else heard that, they'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
You
What
know,
did you say?
we
Oh,
should
nothing.
talk about the coolest, most extreme movie that we saw last week.
Okay.
Triple X.
Oh my god. We didn't even finish it because our receptors got burned out so heavily after seeing the scene where he holds the binoculars at the brick wall.
That was maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie.
You were lightheaded. Like I could like. There are a few points, audience, that Matt will laugh so hard his face gets red and it can't fucking breathe.
Yeah,
That was one of them where Matt is like gripping his chest, just.
But it didn't happen immediately because I first saw it and I went, run that back.
I missed it. I missed it the first time because I was checked out. I was like, I don't care. So I'm scrolling, and then I hear BJ go, and I'm like, huh? And it already passes it, and you're just like, go back. And we all saw it where he's like, oh no, and then just it cuts to him. brick wall right there.
The best part is that he's so grief stricken by what's happening.
Yeah, he's watching
he's
all
just
these
like,
people die.
Oh, dude. See, honestly, that made it worth it watching up to that point, because like at first we're like, oh, we're making jokes like he's so cool, he's so extreme,
so rad.
and there was just a point where all three of us were just kind of like, yeah, Vin Diesel, what a guy,
so crazy.
and then that happened, and we couldn't finish more because there was nowhere to go but down. But
it's
like,
just crazy how he just keeps on getting cast into films.
well, I think it's because he has to have some dirt on somebody at Universal.
Or do you think he just owns like a part of it?
I
Or
think
it's
it's all
contract?
his like producer shit leveraging him into being into stuff.
Or do you think it's like a contract or something
It might be.
that like that he has to be in a Fast and Furious movie unless he like signs off on
well,
it?
I think it probably was because of how
A mainline Fast movie.
I think Fast and Furious is because he owns part of the IP at this point.
and Fast and Furious is like Universal's one of their most successful IPs. I mean,
Yeah.
like 7, 8, and 9 made what? Or no,
Other
I know
than
8.
Shrek.
I know 7 and 8 made $1 billion.
Yeah, they haven't made one of those in 20 years.
Or Harry Potter.
Hey, we got Puss in Boots.
or
No,
And
Universal-
Shrek 5's coming out.
That is true.
Cannot wait for
Transformers.
Shrek 5. SpongeBob,
I was gonna say Harry Potter is Warner Brothers,
E.T.
You're right. There's
Yeah.
WB.
but like considering
I'm
like,
just trying to go through all the things at Universal Studios.
oh yeah,
Minions.
that's the thing is like Universal, at least in terms of their like consistent, because there's a Fast movie like more regularly than most. But considering,
It's been nice to have a pause though.
yeah, because 10 like
Because they don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
They want to go back to street racing, but they can't separate that from.
We already said
we just
he's
rode
going-
down a dam that was
he's
exploding.
gonna ride onto the dam into a street race, and then it begins.
I would be so angry.
You know
I-
what
I
they
thi-
probably
I-
gonna do
it-
is like some time skip bullshit.
They can't do a time skip. This is the one time where they can't do that.
Why not?
Because they're-
it ended on a cliffhanger. Like
an aggressive cliffhanger. Reachers on the hill, and he killed Dom's friends with a rocket launcher, and then Dom and his son, who was white in the first movie, was mixed in this movie, or was black in one movie and is now mixed in this movie. They ran down the fucking thing.
It's just getting figured out.
Well, it's figuring out in all sorts of weird ways.
Yeah.
because he was white the last time we saw him, and then now he's just some mixed kid with an afro. I don't know what happened,
me either.
but
And it doesn't make any sense because Vin Diesel's very white,
very white,
and his
he-
brother is John Cena, the whitest man alive.
That's the thing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
his brother's John Cena.
He's so white you can't see him.
And he fucked Thor's wife. Like, you fucked an Australian woman who's white as shit, and then Vin Diesel, and the kid that came out is a mixed black kid.
But isn't Vin Diesel's like?
He's like Colombian or something.
yeah, that's his. Yeah.
But it
still doesn't equal black.
yeah, they can't time skip.
That's not Letty. Yeah.
Yeah, Letty's also like white
Hispanic.
or okay, white passing Hispanic. She does not look dark. There's not enough melanin between the two of them to make a black kid.
Absolutely not.
No, but the next movie is. I feel like the next movie is going to start. It's going to start with the crazy hijinks, but they're going to be like.
Have they ever
they're gonna be like,
determined if that baby is like genuinely? Because there's the movie where she like goes off and does she forgets everything.
Wait, the baby isn't even Letty's.
the
It's that
baby's
white
Letty's.
woman's
It's,
baby.
Yeah, it's. I said it was Thor's wife.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Thor's wife.
yeah.
You're right. It
I was
isn't
saying
Letty.
and she's white as shit.
But she is
She's Aryan.
Aryan as hell.
No, she's Spanish or like Puerto Rican. Or
Oh yeah,
something.
because she was.
Oh
she
yeah,
was living
because
in
they
there.
retconned that to
Yeah.
where her sister is dark as fuck. and-
Yes, 100%.
Hey, her sister, who I forget the actress name, but played Ratcatcher 2 and Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
fine as hell. I think she's hot as shit.
She's very pretty.
Yeah, but also, dude, that's another thing. Fast 10, that was the last one. Yeah, too many fucking characters. Like, look,
But now they've killed everybody so they could bring the Buster back.
like at least in like the movies like Ocean's 10, 11, or sorry, 11, 10, 11, 12. Like they add one person, and it's like each time though it's like a good,
Yeah, this person has a reason for being
and
here.
they show their worth, and they're like, this is the reason we were able to do it is because
In the last 5 movies, everybody that isn't Dom has no purpose.
well, like,
especially the girl that doesn't drive.
Yeah, fuck
Even
that
though they're
bitch.
like, oh, she's a hacker.
she's hacked like two
I'm
things.
I'm over that hacking people in every movie. I could do more behind a computer than you can do in a month. Except I love Q, so I take it back.
Q's different. Q makes shit.
Yeah,
Q
is
makes the cars.
Yeah.
that's true.
Now that's the thing. If well, that's what makes me upset. Is that was
real
Luda.
Napster.
Like before the whatever the girl's name is, Luda was the smart one. He was the tech savvy guy. Like they literally made that a character arc, and then they brought her in. And it was like, nah, he doesn't do it anymore.
And then she doesn't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just her driver now.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the last movie, you had the entire family, Han's back, all this other stuff, and then you're like, all right, so we're gonna have
Yeah, they killed Han again, bro.
It's like they
did.
Yeah. So you have the whole family, then you have
Han's coming
Jack,
back,
you have
though.
Reacher, you've
I
got
know they're all coming back.
Yeah.
They drove cars out of that exploding plane. I know they did.
I'm kind of glad. What's is it?
I mean, maybe
was
the
Kurt
whole
Russell played there like the secret agent leader. Was
yeah,
it?
he was the handler.
Yeah, I'm glad he was like, get me the fuck out of these movies, because he died.
And
I'm
then
like,
Alan Richardson shows up with Brie Larson,
Yeah, and Brie Larson for once is like the good guy.
well, kind of, because it was the whole thing is like she's on the same team that's pursuing them with Alan Richardson.
But Alan Richardson was like the actual bad guy.
Yeah,
Secretly.
he betrays her, and she's like, "Oh, you're the mole," or whatever that stupid fucking plot point was.
Like, yeah, you added like 5 big name actors to your thing when you have an entire ensemble cast of people who've been there for years. That and like, of course, there's people just, what are you here for?
Yeah.
The next movie has to be like, if they're gonna go back to street racing, then it has to be a thing where it's like, we're gonna like, it starts off big, and then Dom and them are like, we're like, somehow they take it back to where it once began, and then they fight the bad guy in a street race and then kill him there. And Brian's gonna come back somehow. It's gonna be in LA again.
Well, Brian is definitely coming back to save Dom's ass on that bridge or whatever.
That would actually be a really cool way to start it.
In the Honda Odyssey.
No, in the GTR.
Yeah.
No, in the Honda Odyssey with the kids.
Yeah, it's the Dadmobile.
It's a slammed Honda Odyssey.
Tricked
Yeah,
out with
100%.
nitro. He's like, buckle up, kids, and nitrous is the fucking Odyssey.
Get the VTEC going.
Does the Odyssey have VTEC? I don't even think they
Brian's
make a...
would.
He swapped it for a Civic engine,
Yeah,
which
dude,
doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, he probably what he did. He put in the RB26 in the Honda.
Right.
Yeah,
No, that's how we found out that what was the little kid from the first one who died in the street race because he.
Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse.
Jesse's alive actually, and him and Brian have been
That's
building
the one
cars.
that I've always been confused they never brought back. Because even in that flashback scene in the newer movie, like, Jesse's there, and he's younger than everybody else. And, like, you know, that was his whole interesting character plot, was that he was, like, the smart one. And
but
he
now they
learned how
don't
to
need a
drive.
smart one anymore.
Yeah, but get rid of that bitch and bring Jesse back.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Make a plot point that his dad finally gets out of prison.
dude. But I'm just saying, it's not necessarily Jesse's fault. I feel this way about everybody in that movie, but like the lines that Jesse says are so cringy, as well as everybody else. So like, I didn't like anybody's lines.
It's except he has the only like not cringe line of that movie where he pulls up to the house. He says, "Dom, I'm so fucking scared," and then he immediately gets shot to death.
That's right.
Well,
No,
I mean,
the other one,
everybody
though,
had
is
cringe lines in
like
the movie
when-
though, but that's like early 2000s, like this is what's cool type shit. Where you're like, we look
where
at it now, and
Brian
go,
like
"Ew."
pulls up the totaled Supra. He's like, "Here's your 10-second car," and then Jesse's like, "Oh, it's got quad intakes and a super high flow velocity turbo manifold." And I'm like, "Ugh, shut the fuck."
The best part of that is Dom going, "It looks more like a 10-minute car," and I was like, "I'm pretty sure it doesn't run."
I don't think that's going anywhere.
Yeah.
You hear someone else try to continue the joke, they're like, more like a 10-year car.
Shut the fuck up.
What was
Daryl?
Shut the fuck up, Vince.
Yeah, there's one guy that's always been in the crew that they just nag.
Yeah, it's like
Low-key the best driver of all of them.
Yeah.
it's like it's all about family, except for Daryl. He's kind of an asshole.
He drives like an S14 that's like really tastefully done or something.
Yeah, all his cars are like actually better because it's built correctly, has all the stuff. He's the more technical driver. It's like the smartest of the whole group, but they all just hate him.
Or maybe he just likes driving, like, you know, a Jeep. He just
Yeah.
he just likes he doesn't want to drive all these other cars. He's like, I'd much rather drive.
He enjoys like the comfort aspect of driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, and they're all
I'll
talking about.
drive unless I need to.
They're all like, look how fast it goes. He goes, well, you know, I've heard the safety features in this car are actually like quite nice. You're just like, shut the fuck up,
It's
Daryl.
got a built-in GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a built-in GPS.
He's like, your RX-7 doesn't even have air conditioning.
he likes to go on like nice leisurely drives on the countryside. Like that's
He's
his
always driving down like the beach in California.
Cut to all the crazy shit they're doing. Then to Daryl, and he's just like toes in the sand, just like, this is nice. Leaving Dom's crew was the best thing I could have ever done.
Yeah.
I hope they're okay.
Yeah. I should go see
Cut to all of them like dying.
No, he's like, and then it comes back like, oh, Brian's in town. I should go see what he's doing. Yeah, Fast and Furious fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I love that you still went through them all and just to be like, all right, fuck it. And like, getting the text of like, oh, this movie's bad. Oh, this is actually pretty good.
Like,
wait, what the
hard
fuck was this
part
thing?
is I do like that they're like
A continuation.
Yes. Like, I do like it's a one big story. I enjoy that aspect of it. But what, like, the problem is there's, like, clearly better car movies out there.
Yeah. Well, and at some point they stop being car movies and just being giant action films where cars are their main weapon.
They get
basically.
to how they get to A from B, which
Yeah.
is how everybody gets from A to B.
I would like it if somehow Dom gets out of the situation that he's in this last one. They like regroup in LA and they're like, fuck, he destroyed all of our best cars except for the ones that we drove in the 90s.
Yes. That they're still in some storage unit.
Yeah.
That would be pretty slick.
Like 20 minutes in the movie, the president of the United States is like, "You all been pardoned. Go back to your lives."
You know,
we
but
killed
you
the bad
you
guy.
Wouldn't have the other GTR that the asshole had because he's in the movie with The Rock and the baby mama because he sells them out. Remember? That's like the job they do with the train.
Oh, yeah,
Vince.
the
Vince.
like that orange and brown one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that car was only in that one scene.
Yeah.
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 Damn.
My feelings of the Fast and Furious movies after everyone just
Damn.
Damn.
I remember I came home one morning and I was watching that one where the car like explodes while he's driving it, like that old ass beater while he's in Cuba.
The 8.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna live text you guys my reactions to this movie. And I was like, he's driving an exploded car. The car's currently exploding and he's driving it. It exploded 3 more times.
There's a Coke can that he's using,
to somehow make nitrous go.
yeah, to make it go faster.
I loved your like the unanimous that we all think is correct is that when you were texting about The Rock and Statham in that movie, which was like genuinely the best parts of that movie.
I agree.
Because like,
Everything else is nearly unwatchable in that one.
and then you go to Hobbs and Shaw right after that, and you're like, yeah, this is great actually.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I mean, we could bring it back to, like... I mean, I do like the fact that, like, the earlier movies weren't about, like, the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
It was like, hey, there's these 3 black Civics that are
Yeah.
causing shit around town.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
On our territory. And then, you know... And then...
You go to Tokyo
even
Drift.
a better one, though, is just, like... I mean, this is why Tokyo Drift's the best one, but it's just, like, interpersonal conflict. That's all it comes down to.
It's interpersonal conflict, and then they kind of jump the shark at the end by going, so anyway, Lucas Black's character is going to go talk to the head of the fucking Yakuza. And you're like...
Still
okay.
interpersonal conflict.
It is, but
it doesn't... Like, because even in
I
the...
played a Yakuza game, and that is how you get shit done.
Because-
yeah, you're right.
Because even in 2, their whole thing is like, hey, we need you guys to go take down this...
An Italian drug lord.
Yeah, like it's still kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah.
And then four was Brian's back with the FBI, CIA, FBI. What was he?
It's one of those big name agencies
Yeah.
where it's like, how the fuck did you leverage your police
Yeah, like
connections?
I
to
would have
this?
never let Brian O'Connor anywhere near the top of the
I
charts
would.
because
He's so
no-
handsome.
Okay, fair. Yeah, it was one of like the older women like who were like,
100%.
God, look at him go.
Yeah.
Put him in a suit. Fuck.
They also, when he joined the FBI, they would have been like, so $2.5 million went missing from the crime scene in Fast and Furious 2. Do you have anything to say about that? He just goes, forget about it, cuz. You're hired.
Some black guy was like, that was pretty slick.
Yeah. the one chill FBI guy that they put in every movie.
Yeah.
No, it's the fucking what's the black wizard's name when Dumbledore leaves? He's like Hey, say what you want, but that guy's got style. And I'm just like, nice, dude.
Yeah, Severus Snape in the new show.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm black, and sometimes I get angry.
And I'm a wizard, so suck a dick. They should have Ice Cube be Dumbledore. He's eating the sandwich. He goes, "Did you put your name in the goblet of fire?"
No, that's the one where if you write it,
Careful, Luke.
Oh fuck! Oh, that got me lightheaded.
careful, Icarus.
God damn.
Oh.
What were you gonna say?
Well, that was not even funny anymore.
That was gonna be funnier than what I just said.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Sorry. I'm hot now.
That was fucking funny.
It's always him.
Okay, dude. You're
I
not
don't even-
wrong,
I don't even
but
know anymore.
you're not wrong, but like,
I don't
damn.
even know anymore. I have. So Death Stranding 2 is out.
I didn't even know it was out. I just saw like somebody post, "Oh, it's a game on Steam. It's selling numbers." I was like, "This game's out."
It's out, and it nobody can shut the fuck up about how good it is, and I'm kind of mad about it.
I haven't heard that, but we're in different circles.
So a lot of the reviewers that I don't listen to IGN or GameSpot or that. I just find like 2 or 3, just like it's one dude plays like whatever game he can get his hands on. Rarely ever gets like review copies. Just plays games, and every one of the reviewers that I personally trust are sitting there going like, "This game is fucking amazing. I didn't like the first one, but this game's kind of rad." And I'm like, I don't think he changed it that much. And then you go to I find reviews of people who played the first game and liked it and go, it's more the same, but like the story is like way more anime and like Metal Gear, that it's like the story's different enough that some people are
I
gonna
bet
like
it's
it
the
more.
story that's carrying people now.
Well, and like there are people who do like the relaxing part of the thing. I like
Relaxing.
sure. I like the only times I enjoyed the delivery aspect of Death Stranding was when I had to crawl through a BT infested area because it was like stressful, tense. I was like, oh fuck, like this is actually good versus just I'm just kind of walking.
Me with 17 boxes on my
Yeah.
thing when I'm just trying to get over like a couple of rocks.
Like I didn't enjoy that. I don't enjoy the standard
A
delivery
small
part.
stream, you're like,
Yeah.
I gotta find another way.
I saw somebody on Twitter the other day say that the highways were the ultimate reward in gaming because
Shut
you
the
work for
fuck
them.
up.
I was like, yeah, and then it trivializes the gameplay even more. What are you talking about?
This one does have more combat. I've heard. Again, I haven't played it yet.
Kojima did some stuff with feet again. You hear about that?
Yeah, well, of course, because he loves film so much that he followed in Tarantino's footsteps of just having feet.
Literally.
But yeah, I've seen like 2 cutscenes. One of which is Ellie Fanning's character like taking her shoes off and like somehow like diving into the like weird black goo, and then she does like some weird like spider monkey shit where she's like controlling it and like zipping around like killing 3 people in like
That's
a second.
her ability.
I don't know what the fuck the thing is. And then I
I started watching a whole thing that was just like, this is the story of
I've seen
DS2
I've seen the samurai character, that like weird mech samurai thing
with his electric
yeah
guitar.
no, that different, that's Troy Baker's character. This is that like one that just weird like mech thing with just the samurai sword. And this dude, they straight up Kojima
You
was
see
like
the guy? You see Solid Snake, or I guess
Stranded Snake.
Stranded Snake?
No, I haven't seen any of his stuff
Because
yet.
you know the whole thing behind that is like,
I know
there's a
nothing
show,
about the
there's-
game.
So you know how like everyone in the game is
It's
from
an
actor.
Yeah, because Kojima
And-
loves that shit.
Yeah, and so there's Kojima put out a tweet or an Instagram thing. It was like, just saw like this actor
In this show.
in this show, and I think that if he had a bandana, he would be like the perfect casting of Snake. in this game,
He'd make him
he
put on a
has
fucking bandana.
and looks exactly like young Snake.
He does look like a really good like young Snake.
Young Snake, 100%.
And like actually, where I'd be like,
No, he's not wrong. But the fact that he was like, well, I guess I'm making a game. I guess I could put him in. It's
I think that shows like because one of the reviews I was watching was from like a diehard Metal Gear fan, and he was like, "There's very clearly he still is like kind of hurt."
I've watched a
Yeah.
video of like 17
Yeah, like Metal Gear references or some shit.
references,
Yeah.
not Easter eggs, but just references.
Well, like like the review I was watching was like it's clear that Kojima is still salty.
he literally
about it. Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro's in one of his cutscenes says the word phantom pain.
Kojima clearly
And
is
so
still.
I
Is
was
still
like, so there's hope. There's still
They're
I
saying
still
there's a
hope.
chance.
I'm-
saying
well,
there's a chance.
maybe because I know Kojima because he's like almost 60, and apparently he's like
He looks young, though.
Dude, he's aged.
Yeah, but he's
really
Japanese.
Well. Yeah. No, once he hits like 65, he's gonna be a wrinkly old fuck. Like it's gonna hit immediately.
Friggin' what's Nintendo?
Miyamoto.
Yeah, Miyamoto.
Miyamoto actually does
He
look
looks
good.
like shit.
What?
Okay.
I mean, you look at pictures of him like 20 years ago versus now, and he looks like my grandma before she died.
What? I disagree.
I
also don't know what your grandma looked like before you died. So
he's
Rough.
gonna pull a picture. Why are you standing next to Miyamoto?
Aonuma aged like a fine wine, though.
Yeah, Aonuma's age good. Well, Aonuma's the Zelda.
what about
right? Yeah.
the zipper? Hold on. Wait.
And you called me out?
I was gonna say the creator of Kingdom Hearts who loves zippers.
Nomura.
That was cool. It was so
Holy
close.
shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh, Matt saw his entire career flash before his eyes, dude.
The problem with Nomura is that
Nomura, thank you.
he wants to dress like a Kingdom Hearts character, but it makes him look even older. If he dressed appropriate
But
for
how
his
old
age,
is he?
he's pretty
50s.
fucking
He's
old.
like he's in his 50s. I think they're all like most people who are working on like the current Final Fantasies are in their 50s, which makes me want
He
them
does
to
try
get,
to
like,
dress
younger people to do
young
some.
and look young with all of his
I think that's just the.
edgy garb.
I think
Yeah,
that's
but
just
then you
the,
pan up to his face, you see the wrinkles.
Yoshida from
I can't
16
believe
and 14.
I
he's-
started a sentence like that. That was crazy.
I was talking about
Yep.
Japanese men. He goes, "Yeah, the zipper." Whoa. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the zipper guy,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, but still,
but
like,
it's close enough.
Yeah.
To,
yeah.
yeah.
careful,
yeah,
Luke. You're really
yeah.
gonna pin that one on me, brother? You almost hit a swear on the stream.
Nice,
Whatever we're
dude. Nice trying to deflect. That was the funniest thing of all time.
That was funny as fuck.
No, I think it clearly Kojima is still salty about Metal Gear,
Yeah.
and he probably won't ever not be because like that was his fucking series, and then Konami was just like, no.
I just don't see a reason. But I'm also a generous person. I don't see a reason why, like, I mean, actually, I do, but for me,
Yeah,
I don't see a reason why Konami wouldn't want to, like,
I think
either sell the rights.
Konami probably would. Well, they're not gonna sell the rights because clearly they're gonna make remakes and make a shit zillion dollars. But clearly, like Konami probably is down because I wonder if the people who made that decision aren't there anymore.
Or do the thing where, they are the
But just publisher.
Well, but that's the same thing as what happened before, so.
I think realistically, it's if anyone's gonna make it happen, it's gonna be Kojima going to them, going, "Hey, let's do it." But he's making OD with Kevin, one of the
So
Peel,
he has no...
whatever, one of the Key and Peele guys who made all the horror movies.
He has no, he had no input on Delta?
No, that's
So sad.
That's all just a well. To be fair, it's at least a 1-to-1 remake where they didn't change anything. They didn't hire new voice actors. They didn't do any of that. They just remastered the voices and basically
And redid.
Well, they did the same thing like Oblivion did, where it's the same game, same exact thing, just new engine on top.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they're being as faithful as they can.
Yeah, but, I don't know,
I mean, it sucks because
I'm just saying, in any other medium, you know how terrible that would be
Yeah.
to see? Your work being made again, even if it looks better, plays better. I don't know. And just to not be able to touch that, that's so shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I I'm looking forward to that stealth action game he is going to develop. But I know that I'm going to be playing going, it's not Metal Gear though. Like there's going to be that moment where I'm like, I really want Kojima to at least do one more Metal Gear game to like tie everything together. Because that was what Phantom Pain was supposed to be. And then he did get ended. Yeah.
In the
because Phantom Pain was supposed to lead into the original, not Metal Gear Solid, the original Metal Gear games where you fight Big Boss and it's actually Venom. Yeah, so it was supposed to like lead there, and they would do all the plot holes were gone. It would be a full circle. Metal Gear's done, but he didn't get to do what he wanted, didn't get to finish it. So like I at least would want him to do one more game where he can finally just tie it all together and be done with the series, sunset it forever, and then you can go, hey, go make Raiden games forever. That can be the new Metal Gear Rising stuff. Can be just action games.
That would be nice.
Like we've done one more stealth game.
Yeah, give us a Rising 2. There's no reason not to.
Besides Platinum Games imploding.
Crazy the things that happen in it that have no, like, genuinely no repercussion on the main storyline.
Well, yeah, because it's all set like after all the snakes are
years
dead.
down the line. From
it's
4.
also like a closed loop. Like this big organization is doing has this crazy technology and is doing secret experiments to make this thing. All of it gets destroyed.
All of it gets destroyed and resolved, and Raiden's back to being what he was doing before.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like it doesn't matter that this new technology or this new thing was created, because it all gets destroyed by the end, and we're back.
I think if the current team at Platinum Games, because all the senior devs left to go back to Capcom or whatever, but I think if the current Platinum devs can really nail Ninja Gaiden 4, I think that Platinum will have another shot in the arm of like, hey, see how good we did that shit? Just like we did Metal Gear, Nier, and all those. Let's do more action games. Let's go look for IPs that want to do that shit. So I think Platinum, if Ninja Gaiden 4 does well, there might be a chance. It's a non-zero chance of a Metal Gear Rising 2. Yeah. Especially if Delta does really well. Konami's going to want to invest into the Metal Gear license again. Because we know they have the Remaster Collection Volume 2 coming out. We have Delta coming out too. There's really nothing else after that. So Rising 2 would be perfect.
I agree, but I just want to see Astral Chain 2.
Yeah, I feel like that just has to be a Nintendo thing. Like, because we know they were working on Bayonetta 3. That was the next game after Astral Chain, and then they were working on the little Bayonetta side game, and then doing that dog shit live service game for Square Enix.
Yeah.
And they remastered Wonderful 101. So that they've really had a couple hits and then some and then the biggest miss of their entire career. But yeah, I honestly I just want them to put Transformers Devastation on something that I can actually play.
Me too.
That was wild that we couldn't even play.
Yeah, it wouldn't load.
More of it.
We
played a bit of it.
Yeah, and then it just stopped.
Let you play the first mission.
Because it wouldn't even we turned off your Xbox on the Wi-Fi too, right? And tried to just put the disc on there. It wouldn't even work then.
The problem is we probably should have started in offline mode to begin with.
Probably.
Yeah.
I bet we could emulate like the PS3 version though.
Probably, but it's just crazy that it literally didn't work. That is another very shitty thing about being a gamer for so long, is you get to experience things like theft.
Yeah.
Actual theft against you, where you're like, I paid for this.
Yeah.
And they're like, did you though?
Yeah.
If you ever bought a movie on PlayStation, you got dicked.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, have you seen the whole Stop Killing Games stuff that's been going on?
Stop what?
Stop Killing Games.
I don't know.
It's a petition that's being brought up in the UK, and so if it gets enough signatures, then the UK government has to respond to it somehow.
Yeah.
And it's gotten its signatures where it's basically, hey, companies should not ever get rid of games that we've paid for. Whether it's single player or online, if it has an online component, there needs to be like legacy servers. There needs to be some way to download it and play it if you paid money for it.
I will say, as much of things I don't like about the UK, they are really good about like privacy rights, but at the same time they're not.
They like it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back situation.
Well,
it's like
they're really good about paying for stuff, but then they go like, hey, Apple, you need to be able to like give us a backdoor into messages or into like iPhones so that like if there's a terrorist or something,
Yeah.
we can look into the iPhone. They're like, yeah, like because Apple's whole thing has always been like, no
How
matter
secure,
no
yeah,
matter
that shit is,
what
yeah.
it is, we're not gonna give people backdoors into our phones. That's amazing. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then but then the UK goes like, hey, like also like if you pay for something, you have to like always have access to it. And then they'll be like, oh, but if you say something we don't like on the internet, we can arrest you. And you're like, this is just all backwards.
Yeah.
Have you seen? There was a list of people also who are like against the Stop Killing Games initiative, and it's all the people you'd expect. Square Enix is on there, Ubisoft's on there, Nintendo's on there, Sony's on there, Microsoft. Pretty much all these people go, no, we don't want to have to keep
But the other good privacy thing is that like at the same time, like I know the UK is putting out bills against like Facebook and stuff like that for like. No, like legally, like you can't be selling people's data, and you have to like.
That must be nice because Facebook owns our government.
Yeah.
Like you have to like give people an option to like actually delete all. Like if they delete their Facebook account, like it actually
it's gone.
Actually
lose the fucking data.
yeah, instead of like basic. Yeah, so it's like. It's just weird in the UK how some of the stuff I really agree with, and then other stuff I really don't.
I saw PewDiePie put out a video recently that was actually interesting, where he was like, "I'm trying to de-Google myself."
Well, he's become a Linux head.
Well, not even just that. It's like he doesn't use Facebook anymore. He doesn't use Google. He has no Meta apps anymore. The only thing he uses is YouTube because there is no competitor.
Yeah.
You just go to YouTube.
I watched the video, but his
Yeah.
whole thing is that he's a Linux head,
Yeah.
and he's being now like a super freak about privacy.
Yeah.
Which is why he's like, I don't want people tracking my. But I was like, also you live in
Japan,
which has
the most heavily tracked country.
and with a conviction rate of like 95%. Like whatever it does. Yeah. It's if
Well, it was
if
the thing,
charged, you're guilty.
yeah, it was the thing where I was definitely like,
Found guilty.
Yep.
it's the thing where I agree.
Especially if you're a foreigner.
I
Oh
agree
my
with the
gosh,
message
100%.
that he had. My thing is, I'm like, it's very hard to do, especially in like, because even us, it's like we're putting videos on YouTube, which so there's that, but also that it's like,
Here's my thing is like I kind of am like, yeah, like privacy's good, but like at the same time, like oh great, I'm gonna say something and then I'm gonna get an ad recommended for it, like that's
it's not escapable fully.
yeah, like it's not, people aren't like putting out like my emotion, like my emotional state about how I feel about the death of my father is not going online, but like shit,
oh, no,
I mentioned that I need toilet paper, and now I'm getting an ad for it.
yeah,
Like, okay, like
Yeah.
that's like I can concede to that for the, that's fine. And people really might disagree. It's like, well, that's the first step they take, and I'm like, we're not there yet. And I'm probably gonna be dead. And by the time I'm old, I'm gonna be just like my parents that were like, how do I do this? Oh, all right. It's just it's all a cycle. It's all cyclical. People never change.
I just like the
Nothing ever changes.
I just
it's
like
just
the
a new form.
I like the convenience, and I think that's where I'm at.
100%.
Where like, because even with like, yes, I know that like buying, or like owning my games is better, and I would prefer. That's why I buy physical a lot. But like, I'm gonna be real with you. I use Game Pass and PlayStation Plus a lot. Just be like, fuck it, I'm down that game. I'm not buying it because I'd just rather have it right now. Or like, oh, I'm gonna do this instead of this. Or I'm gonna like Nintendo Switch Online. Fuck yeah, look at all these cool shit I get. And it's like, I don't own that copy of Golden Sun.
Yeah.
But am I really gonna play Golden Sun again?
But it is more secure just to emulate.
Yeah, that's been my biggest like, because I've been buying. I have like three things for the PC that I want, which is the case, cooling, and then a motherboard. That's all I have right now.
You have?
Yeah, because I've just been like kind of buying stuff.
So what did you buy?
I got I might
I
sell
don't care about case or cooling.
Okay.
What motherboard did you buy?
whatever one was on the recommended on what's the website, the PC you can like
PC part picker?
I guess where like you can like go, I want a PC like this. They just give you like a list of the things.
I mean, that sounds like PC part picker.
Yeah, I assume yeah. So whatever the
So you pick somebody else's build to copy?
I guess yeah.
Okay.
But it's mainly
They don't have none. Their whole thing is all community ran,
because like
and so it's not like they do anything. There's like people
Yeah.
that are like, almost like bloggers that go like, here's a great idea here's a PC I think would be a really good start. Like it's a blog. It's just everyone telling
it was either that
about
or
stuff. It's
it was either that or
nothing's
you're good. Is it Good Egg?
New Egg.
New Egg. Whatever one was like, oh, this is the type of PC I want. They go, do you want streaming and gaming? Do you want gaming and
Don't
this? Or do you
trust
want
New
whatever?
Egg.
Oh, don't? Okay. Well,
I mean, they're great. They're great for buying parts, but it's like asking Amazon what you should buy,
fair.
and Amazon's going to tell you what they want you to buy.
So yeah, so
That's all I'm saying. PC Part Picker is great because it'll tell
like community ran and like
it's
this
way
is,
better commute, but it's also like you can read a post from some dude that just says, "Hey, do this," but there are like people that are good at that
Yeah.
you can like follow their builds.
Yeah. But
and stuff
that
like that.
but that was the thing.
That's
Like,
like-
that's the main thing that I want.
I only
the PC.
use Newegg to buy parts, but yeah, they'll recommend.
Yeah,
They'll recommend something that's like
kind of a shit build.
well. So here's like a thing that you might not. So there's with RAM, there's like newer and newer versions of stuff that's coming out, and so there's an old version of RAM called DDR4, and it uses DDR4 and a motherboard. You plug your RAM into the motherboard. They'll try to like sell you stuff because they know that it's an older technology, and that's like one of those things that they don't really say because you're only mostly focusing on like GPU and CPU. But if you like are trying to like think future proof, which I'm not saying DDR4 is perfectly fine, but like they'll do stuff like we're running this sale on this like wicked good thing, and its price used to be at like $1,000 and it's only $100 now.
Not really.
And you're
It's like 6+
you're like,
years old.
well, you clearly you're trying to get rid of your DDR4 stock because DDR5 is the new thing, and so that's what I'm saying. Like Newegg is great for buying your parts if you know, but
I think that's what I want to do is like I don't want necessarily the highest end PC.
No.
Like I think I said to you is like realistically I want mine to be like probably as powerful as that one maybe or not even. But I just
don't do that.
Oh well then no.
Don't
But I was like I just kind of want to be able to play like most of my games like on like decent graphics, run 60 frames, and that's kind of it.
This is like a PS4,
Yeah. So then
and it costs more than a PS4.
well that's the thing with any PC is like oh you want the power of a PS5 it's gonna cost more than a fucking PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Well,
a PS4. I can run like it's a PS4.
But yeah, I want
Maybe a PS4.
I mainly want to get a PC with like a hell of a lot of storage because I actually been like, I think I just want to get like heavy into emulation, like because I can do that on my Steam Deck to be fair, but I think having like a giant like SSD of just
That's
like
such an oxymoron to me.
what?
You need a lot of storage for emulation. Emulation is like
just to hold the game.
Well, just to hold them, like to have the library. Like that's the thing is
but
like,
that's like the smallest. Like those. That's
but like it's
comparatively small.
well like I'm still gonna
if
play.
you were like, hey, I'm gonna download every game off of my Steam library,
but that's
I'd be
just,
like,
like-
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, like it is the thing where like I'm gonna download modern games and like current things and like I'll play Cyberpunk and try to run it high with mods.
Okay,
but, like,
well, do you
but like
have-
I mainly it's mainly to be like I want to have access to like my whole game library of just shit that I own.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want, and I want to just have it in one
motherboard
spot.
Have two NVMe drives?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's all you need.
I made sure to be like I want a lot. Like that's one thing that I was picking. I was like I want to make sure I can plug in a lot. I want to make sure that I can have the storage. I don't, and then
I kind of screwed myself. Actually, I did. None of my, I did. I screwed myself on eyes because I didn't expect how much years worth of videos would add up. Because at first I was like, I kind of screwed myself because my main NVMe, which is like what the operating system's running on, it was a 2 terabyte, which some people would be like, that's plenty for a main storage. Like that's like as your OS operating system, that's like plenty, and it is. It very much is. And then, but I was like, "Fuck! I'm already running out of memory." So I put a NVMe in the second one, which is like another 2 terabytes. I was like, "We should be good." Now we're not.
Are you gonna like? I mean, you probably won't because you like your PC as it is. But are you gonna look at SteamOS and see if you like if that's anything?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen like they have like full SteamOS for like
know.
PCs and stuff too?
No, I would never do that. Because I don't want to get into like dual booting. That's I used to do that on my Mac, where you like take half of your hard drive and you format it a different way into it's called partitions, and then you can like choose to run different things, and dual booting just takes up a lot of space. And yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, because I know like obviously all like the new
Steam Deck.
Well, I was gonna say I know like a lot of the new like handhelds, like people are saying like, oh, at least right now, the like Lenovo Legion Go with SteamOS is like fucking great because it's just basically a Steam Deck but with like different controls. And isn't the Lenovo the one that has the detachable things?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I've just been watching a lot of videos on like PC stuff and like
Okay.
'cause it was after the ROG Ally X where I was
So
like,
have you picked a CPU?
not yet. I that's where I'm definitely gonna be asking like everybody who knows
A
more than I
Prime Day
do.
sale would probably be good to get a
Yeah.
Ryzen 5.
One just
You
happened.
you do not need what I have, which is Ryzen 7. As I
right.
said, I want a Ryzen 7 because we render.
Yeah.
And it's still, I want more.
Yeah,
I should have gotten the 3D, which is I have the Ryzen 7 5600, and I really need the Ryzen 7 5700 3D because that's built for rendering.
Yeah,
And so I kind of goofed on that.
Because my buddy Tanner has built a PC, and he's also helped, and he's helped other people around him build PCs. I have you, who's built obviously two, and then so I've got plenty of people in my life who can like clearly go, no, go here, do this, don't do this.
With that one, I like asked somebody who, and I was like, hey, this is what I want, help me build, and he was like, he did the perfect thing. Instead of like going to PC part picker and just finding like a thing that didn't make any sense. This guy like knows coding and like compatibility, and he just told me all the stuff to buy. And he's like, these things you can change out with whatever you want, but these things you have to get together because they'll work together really well. And essentially that's going to be GPU, PCU, power supply unit, and CPU. Those are the three things that work together. Motherboard, it just depends on what you want. RAM is however much you want and need, and everything else doesn't really matter.
I've been thinking because the current like PC like casing that I have is just a standard black case. That's it. But
Is it a mini
saw,
ATX?
I don't know. There's like it's just a black like
Okay.
there's no like window. It's literally just a standard black case. But
Is it about that big?
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have like the handlebar like bits on the top.
Well, yeah, but
like,
is it that size?
roughly yes.
Okay, so it's a full size
Yeah.
case.
That's not a full size case. That's a mini ATX.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Dude, have you not seen full size cases? They're fucking massive.
That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I saw one though, and
This is the most common. This is the like
common like
common size, but it's called an ATX, and that's a mini ATX. And then there's a micro ATX, which is for people that like those like all crammed together, like super small builds. Yeah.
I hope that that's where everything would be moving to.
Yeah, I mean they're cool, but cooling's definitely an issue, and some people don't really care about cooling, but like the whole thing is that like your computer naturally will throttle its performance based on heat.
yeah.
So if you're not cooling it decently, it's going to be stuck at this temperature because that's as cool as it can get it, and it's so. Anyways.
I saw a case that I just for the fun of it I kind of want to get, but it's literally shaped and looked like an old school desktop, like an old PC with like the floppy disk stuff and everything. And it's got it's like
seen
it's like
those.
it's pre-yellowed so it looks worn and old. And I was just like, I don't know, that'd be fun.
Yeah, there's lots
That'd
of
actually be
people that
funny.
do retro builds like that.
I think I want to find because I don't really care about like the
See, those
RGB
are
lightings,
the
things like
old
that.
PCs that are like the tall and longs. Those are ATX towers.
yeah. I want to do because I don't really care about like RGB lights and all this stuff. So I kind of just want to get like
the
a
reasoning of those names all have to do with the size of the motherboard because it has to have enough space
for
width and height wise for that motherboard, and so it all just determines on the size of the motherboard.
yeah. The motherboard was the first thing I got.
Does it have built-in
and then
Wi-Fi?
yes.
Okay.
That was the first thing I got, and then I got a case to fit it,
Okay.
which is what so those are the first two things, and then I think I just found like a good, on recommendation from a friend, just like he was like, hey, buy this, you're gonna get cooling, and I was like, okay, and it was on
A
sale.
fan?
Yeah,
Is it water cooled?
It has the tubes, so I assume. Yeah, right. Like the
Yeah. So that's the AIO all in one. So instead of doing a cooling loop that goes from the CPU to the GPU and then has a water reservoir, it's all in one.
Yeah, because I know once I have everything, the build is gonna freak me the fuck out because I'm gonna just be like, I don't want to break anything.
Yeah, AIOs kind of freak me out.
Well, having water like that close to like tech for me is weird.
Have you seen? So there's a type of water that is not electrically conductive.
Oh, okay.
Or a liquid that's not electrically conductive.
And people use for water
and
cooling.
Literally, they'll just like it'll be. I've seen people that do it just like in a bucket.
Hell yeah!
Like I've seen builds of it's a plastic bucket with their whole PC inside, just
dunk in this water.
And power cables are running out of it, and I'm like, this looks
like it's gonna
so bad.
Yeah,
but because of the liquid, it's not electrically conductive, so it doesn't matter, and it cools great, but like it just looks so janky.
I saw a picture online where this guy had everything like connected and everything, but it was all suspended from wires from his ceiling in different components. So it looked like a baby mobile of like PC parts.
I've seen a couple really good builds that I think are pretty sick, and they're wall mounted ones where there's no case. It's just like a motherboard that's mounted to like some mounting brackets, but everything's just on the wall all together instead of in a case. Looks super clean.
You could probably do like then it's just a case at that point, but I was like, like those like shadow boxes. But
yeah,
I know a guy that had one in like a pirate's chest.
Oh, nice.
And to like get at it, you just had to flick open the thing and lift open the case.
Yeah. I love all those like weird, like you see all like the giveaways, like look at this PC design based on this thing, and it's like the fucking weirdest thing. You're like, dude, but part of you goes,
I mean, like if it matches the room, that's the whole thing. That's what it's like. I did a whiteout on mine because all of my accessories. It really was. It started with the keyboard.
Yeah,
because I got a crazy keyboard, and then I was like, it's got all match.
That was the one we told Carmen about, right? Where she was like, "Hey, what would Matt like?"
No, that was the Gundam controller.
Oh, no, it was a controller, right?
Yeah.
You bought the keyboard then, yeah, right?
Yeah, I spent way too much.
What type of keyboard was it that you bought?
It's a Keychron, a Keychron Q1, and its whole thing is that it's like people don't like the sound of when a keyboard's when the casing is plastic because it
clickety clack
because it causes resonance, and so you'll you'll hear the casing, the sound of the casing being plastic. So it's aluminum. So it's really heavy, so it doesn't have any resonance from it, and then it's mounted with buffers so that it kind of like hangs in the middle of all that, so it causes less noise disturbance. But the funny thing though is like you're trying to make less noise, and then because you just want to hear the sound of the loudest
key clicks ever.
It's all you're doing is just isolating the sound of just the key clicks without any kind of echoing of the case. So, and there's mods that I did to it where you get one of them is just an easy one. A lot of people do it. You just get painter's tape and you just put it on the back of the motherboard of the keyboard just to like stop resonance and stuff like that.
I was going through like ASMR keyboard videos for a minute just because they were like really nice, but it's all like here's different like levels of keyboard sounds, and there was I forget like what the exact build was, but the sound of the keyboard was so soft but kind of like just like a like, you know what I mean. And I was like, ooh, that's nice. And it was just somebody just typing like on there, and I was like, ooh, this is. I was just sitting there like in my bed, just like.
I learned about ceramic keycaps. So the same thing that like clay pots are made out of. Mm-hmm. And they have a really unique sound.
You carry a couple of those around in your pocket and throw them at car windows.
That's right.
Should be a menace to society.
Yeah.
You know, if I was James Bond, and I think about this often, if I was James Bond with like the tech, you know, that he had, I'd be all the time in traffic, like laying like spike strips behind people that are cutting me off, or like using the guns to just like shoot out someone's tires in front of me that like cut me off or brake checked me. I'd be doing that all the time.
They're like hearing stuff like this, and like I've said the same thing too. I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why all these like you know, people who you have all these gadgets are like hyper trained and disciplined.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we'd have it and be like, yo, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Where's my mountain guns?
Yeah. Getting out the guided missile. And be like, oh, fucking.
I don't know what the movie is, but it's a black comedy where it's like, who's the guy in all the scary movies? The
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Where he someone pulls a gun on him and he's like, "Oh, we're playing that now," and he opens the thing and it's a nuclear missile, and he's just like, and he has like the remote control. He's like, "What you gonna do now?"
I think that's Don't Be a Menace.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the one where they keep on escalating.
Yeah, it like
Yeah.
escalates further because
Yeah.
like he's got a rocket launcher, which is pointed the wrong way,
Yeah.
and then he goes to that and he's like, "So who's playing with who?" And I thought of that, just Matt having the thing, just be like, "Gonna cut me
100%.
off?
Yeah.
Cut me off now?" It's just
Yeah.
a fucking remote controlled like nuclear missile.
Speaking of driving in Nashville and
Fun.
awful.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I hate that
and
shit.
This is actually genuinely bad. But people in Nashville are 19% have a 19% chance.
19.
chance
You fucked me up too. Holy shit.
19% more likely
Thank you,
to
BJ.
get in an accident than the national average.
Yeah, thanks all you LA cunts. Go home.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that I fucking.
I'm well integrated. I'm well integrated.
You've been here for years, and you are like
10 years at this
yeah,
point.
like so, and you've like
I own land.
you are more southern
own
than
pew-pews.
yeah, you're more southern than like anybody from California.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no,
Y'all.
okay, don't.
I'll never
appropriate.
forget the time that I was riding to the store with Matt in his truck, and he picks up a phone from somebody that he works with, and I couldn't hear the other end of the conversation, but during the whole thing, I could hear Matt's accent slowly changing to be more southern.
It sounds pretty good, though.
Yeah, but like it's just funny seeing the transition.
Yeah.
And then the conversation ended with Matt being like, "Those are my tools." And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, I what's so funny is that's not the first time I've had a person, Kevin noticed it too, where like I'd be talking to like older superintendents and it would come out where I'd start like slowly kind of talking a little bit with a little bit more of a draw.
My dad does that shit. He'll copy accents from anybody that he hears.
I did that at Moe's the other day. I felt so bad about it because I didn't realize I was doing it. But I was listening because the band Oasis
goes,
is like back together.
Howdy, folks! Welcome to Mouse.
No, I've been listening to a lot of like
The quesadillas.
Oasis shit, and so all their the band is like hella fucking British, like so like Manchester deep British, and so I guess I was just like so used to that I heard the lady on the line, she was British, and she said like, oh, you know, this is to go, and I just in a British accent, this was like, oh, you want a cup of queso?
Yeah, that's rough.
And like
That's rough.
she didn't say anything, but I literally sat there and I just went, fuck.
That's rough.
It like came out and I'm like, I feel so she probably was like, oh, he's making fun of me, fuck. And I'm like, damn, dude.
Black person comes into Moe's and Luke says, "What day it is?"
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I knew you were gonna say. I literally knew. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was fucking.
We just talked about it at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fresh on my mind.
It was funny though. Like we can laugh at it now, but yeah, in the moment,
100%.
it was definitely a thing of
I
just
went,
like,
oh fuck.
like everybody was just like, dude, what?
And Carmen said, "What?" Well, if you're looking for some jitterless energy with the coffee bean extract and no added artificial colors, you can pick yourself up some at w.gg. And if you use code TakeItSleazy, you can get 10% off and help us out.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Subscribbles.
We're so close to 100 Scrabbles,
We're
dude.
so close. If you want to see us throwing up on each other,
Yeah, we're doing the milk challenge for the 100
I
sub
think
special.
we are. But I'm going to tell you this right now. And I'm telling you that I'm not doing it after we drink.
Pussy.
Because we won't have enough milk in my... It's going to be like two...
We can
Yeah,
do
but-
one shot.
Fair enough, but that's not going to change anything.
I mean, you're not getting down a big 2-gallon jug of milk anyway.
100% not.
In an hour?
we're gonna be throwing up in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I hope so.
Even if it's not a full episode, if we have like a regular, like we just have like a small bit, and then we do like, all right, we're gonna answer questions while doing this milk shot. It's like midway through.
Well, what
like,
I think we should do is though set up like some sort of boom mic, and then we'll start the episode like as the normal.
Yeah.
we just have we'll
Podcast
sit like we
episode.
normally do.
I don't think we should do it in here at all.
No,
I
no,
think-
like
outside
with a boom mic, but like us starting it like an episode, and we just keep on
like
drinking.
we're
milk.
we're in the lawn chairs. Yeah, we're drinking milk like we drink the beer, and we're just gonna go through.
Yeah.
And like,
But if you want to see that, you gotta subscribe.
Subscribe.
And I'm seeing people that just like.
you comment, you say some shit, and you don't hit that button.
I also see people that are like subscribing, and then a couple days later, unsubscribing. What is this? Pick a lane.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Commit to something for the first time in your fucking life.
Yeah, this
you're-
matters.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike your marriage.
Ooh. Or your poly relationship.
Yeah, I know what you look like.
Why do all people in polyamorous relations look like? Cuts to the like fucking
Cuts the
bald chick.
horse-faced person.
Yeah. So what did you mean by that? Actually, and you're just like, there we go.
Cuts back to the guy that's like,
Yeah.
And as always,
take it sleazy.